Jackson Radio Show.
Bienvenidos, mi amigos. C'est Kevin Jackson. Glad you can be with me today. You know why I'm feeling this way? Because I feel like the NFL is going to end up only on Univision. Oh, my. Hello, we've got Roger Goodell. Roger. Oh, my goodness. The NFL, man, will they learn? Will these people learn? Glad you guys are with me. Kevin Jackson Radio, KJRadio.com. If you want to call the show, 844-551-8255. Patriots and Buccaneers played on Thursday. 9.4 rating, 15.4 million viewers on CBS and the NFL Network. Down 11% in the ratings and 12% in viewership from the second CBS simulcast last season, which was the Texans and the Patriots. Had a little higher numbers. Down 10% and 9% respectively from the second simulcast in 2015. So it's dropping. And here's the good news. There is some good news for Roger Goodell. Yes, finally I can give Roger some good news. Roger, eventually the numbers won't be as big when it drops, because when you get so low, you can't keep the big numbers. You know, dropping 10, 12, 15%, 19, 17% will eventually go down to 2, 3%. The problem is you're going to be out of a job. Roger Goodell will be gone. Or as my grandpa would say, gone like a turkey through the cone. And he deserves it. Last week's Week 5 Thursday night football game, last year's rather, 49ers versus the Cardinals on CBS NFL Network. Ratings increased 27% from 7.4 viewership to 28% from 12.1 million. So it went up 27% last year. Now, I don't know where we were in the whole Kaepernick thing. Don't know, don't care. I know this, even though the sport was suffering, it went up on Thursday night. I don't know what was going on, but it's way down now. Way down. And get this. They said the Patriots' narrow win, which peaked with 17.8 million viewers, had a streaming audience of 525,000 on Amazon Prime, and the various CBS and digital platforms up 32% from the Texans Patriots last year. The combining TV and streaming audience of 16 million trailed last year by 11%. So let me translate, because that's a lot of ciphering and calculating going on in that. What they're saying is, even adding 500,000 people from Jeff Bezos' Amazon to the mix, baby, they still were down 11%. But like I said, Roger, the good news is coming, baby, because when you get so low, you can't drop so high. You get what I'm saying? You can't kill yourself jumping off a 1-foot ladder. Not really. I mean, it's tough. And do I have any sympathy for the NFL? Heck to the no. I have zero sympathy for these clowns. We were talking about Michelle Obama making that statement about white men over there doing what they do. White men built this country, gave us beautiful people, some white, some other colors, right? White men have built an amazing nation along with everybody else. And she's over there talking about white men while she loving on Harvey Weinstein. We'll talk about that. White men. Michelle Obama, who served as the First Lady of the United States. I'm going to get back to football in a second. Y'all will see how I wrap this up. Serves as First Lady, her husband, President. And she starts out the block. For the first time in my adult life, I'm proud to be an American. That was the first time. Then she serves as First Lady for 8 years, gets out of office, and the first thing she does is start criticizing white folks. White Republicans, of course. Still rich. Richer than when she got into the Oval Office. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama weren't worth $5 million. Not that that's a little bit of money. And it took a white dude writing a book for them. And then they leave. They get multi-millions of dollars in book deals and all these different things. They're worth probably close to $100 million now. And the first thing she does is talk about how she was oppressed. Do you guys recall when Will Smith's wife said, "It's crazy up here. It's racist in Hollywood. We are oppressed." Dude makes $20 million a film. It just signed a $120 million deal with Netflix and didn't get a trophy, and she's oppressed. Hollywood is oppressing her family. Where's my trophy? Viola Davis gets Best Woman something, some BS award for How to Be a Murderer or some show that she's got. And what does she get up there and say? "I'm making all this money. I got my trophy, and I'm still oppressed." Which brings me back to these football players making millions and millions of dollars annually, standing in front of their multi-million-dollar homes, their $100,000+ vehicles, wearing watches and jewelry worth, tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they say, "We are oppressed." Really? Well, you know what the football audience is saying to you guys, to all these people, all these naysayers, all these negative people about America, these anti-Americans that want you to believe that you are the bad guys. You are saying, "You know what? I'm not quite feeling your oppression. I'm not quite understanding it." Thursday night football game had a 5.0 rating in adults 18 to 49, down 18% from last year, 17% from 2015. Easily the night's top program on television, more than doubling the second place finishers, ABC's Grey's Anatomy. Woohoo! That's the way they have to spin it now. You want to talk about Sunday's stuff? Sunday football? Down. Another dip, a 3% dip from last week's Sunday night football game. This is just talking about the Sunday night game. And this one was a close one. This one was a barn burner. But they still couldn't get the audience. The regular games, go do yourself a favor. Go look for the ratings of the NFL. They don't tell. It's tough to find. It's becoming tougher to find than news on Barack Obama and his beating up of ISIS. You couldn't find that news. It doesn't exist. There are no good ratings for the NFL. Go back and look at week 1. It was already negatives. A lot of negatives. A couple of games that were up. By week 4, there were only 2 games in the positive. One was the Dallas Cowboys because everybody thought Jerry Jones was going to do the right thing on that Monday night football game, and he didn't. This week, I haven't seen the chart because you can't find it. But I bet you it's completely red. I gave you the numbers, down 12% and 11% respectively in viewership and ratings. But let me tell you, it's going to get worse. But like I said to Roger, it just ain't going to get quite as worse. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. Back in a bit.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.